Hey y'all, how you doing? Hey, I hope y'all having a blessed day. It's winter, it's cold. We just out here trying to function. We still doing the Daniel fast, y'all. I feel so good. I don't think you realize how good I feel in my body and my mind, and just not gonna lie, I do miss some pig. I just really want some pig. And you know what? I'm not going to. I got too many things before the Lord going into 2021 to even play around. And that's the mindset you have to have within your fast. This is not a diet. And I think a lot of people are thinking like when you fast is to diet or to cleanse or to, and they do have diets and cleansings and all that stuff. This is not what this is. We are trying to get into the will of God for the next year. We're trying to kill our flesh. And the way you kill your flesh is not meeting the needs of the flesh, which is what? Food, alcohol, drugs, sex, movies, YouTube, Instagram. That type of stuff pleases our flesh. So the point of the fast is to try to kill your flesh so that you can get more in the spirit, so that you can hear the will of God for your life. And I just really want to stress, the way that God talks to you is through his word. So if you're not reading no Bible and you just out here all willy-nilly in the streets just like, I'm a saved Christian, blessing the Lord. Okay, that's fine. And you can pray and everything and still be saved, still loving the Lord, but you're malnourished. Just like malnourished if you're not in your Bible. You're not feeding your spirit if you're not reading your word. You're not hearing by not reading it. I've read my whole Bible from the beginning to the end 3 times. The first time I read it, I read King James Version. The King James Version, I'm not gonna lie, the other day I caught myself saying, I shall, like, thou shall, it's the way they communicate it that's different than we do in our current age. And the past few readings I have been doing the King James Version. Moving forward, I did translate over to the NIV. I did that just to make it easier for a lot of my listeners and readers, because, we read through together, to understand the word. Yo, thou shalt not. Yeah, I love that. Moving forward, all the scriptures I read are going to be in the New International Version. It's NIV. So coming up today, our reading for today will be Job, the chapter in Job. Refocus. So the reading today is not that long. And so I'm going to go straight into the reading of Job. I also want you to know that it is NIV. Without further delay, we might as well just get into the reading. After this, Job opened his mouth and cursed the day of his birth. He said, "May the day of my birth perish, and the night that said, a boy is conceived. That day, may it turn to darkness. May God above not care about it. May no light shine on it. May gloom and utter darkness claim it once more. May a cloud settle over it. May blackness overwhelm it. That night may darkness seize it. May it not be included among the days of the year, nor be entered in any of the months. May that night be barren. May no shout of joy be heard in it. May those who curse days curse that day, those who are ready to rouse Leviathan. May its morning stars become dark. May it wait for daylight in vain and not see the first days of dawn. For it did not shut the doors of the womb on me, to hide trouble from my eyes. Why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb?
Why were there knees to receive me, and breasts that I might be nursed? For now I would be lying down in peace. I would be asleep and at rest, with kings and rulers of the earth who built themselves places now lying in ruins, with princes who had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Or why was I not hidden away in the ground like a stillborn child, like an infant who never saw the light of day? There the wicked cease from turmoil, and there the weary are at rest. Captives also enjoy their ease. They no longer hear the slave drivers shout. The small and great are there, and the slaves are freed from their owners. Why is light given to those in misery, and life to the bitter of soul, to those who long for death that does not come, who search for it more than hidden treasure, who are filled with gladness and rejoice when they reach the grave? Why is life given to a man whose way is hidden, whom God has hedged in? For sighing has become my daily food. My groans pour out like water. What I feared has come upon me. What I dreaded has happened to me. I have no peace, no quietness. I have no rest, but only turmoil.
Hey y'all, I'm in the streets. I hope you can see me, because I know you can hear me because I'm loud. So even if you can't see me, you can hear me. So wasn't that reading for Job just good? I think the age-old question everybody asks is, why bad things happen to good people? And we can always revert back to the story of Job. And poor Job, did you hear how he cursed the day he was born? Like, for him, it was aching for him to be going through what he was going through and losing his babies and everything that happened. But even more, we are soil and clay. I really want, not to get off the subject, but I want you to understand the makeup of the human body and the composition of it. If you believe what the Bible tells us, it says that God took man and formed him out of the dirt of the ground. Do you understand? The minerals made in the dirt are dirt and clay. So man was formed out the dirt of the ground and put down here to function with life. And with that said, I want us to understand that some things that are important ain't that important. Like, we go through every day, but I'm going through, you going through, your neighbor's going through, people in your family is going through. Life is not easy. With that said, we have to take the responsibility to take care of our bodies, to protect our minds and our space. And basically, it starts with your eating. Right now, the fact that I am doing this Daniel fast and not eating meat, I feel, like I told you, I feel so good. But also, it's the fear of knowing after the 40 days what you're supposed to report back. Like, I'm supposed to bite in the butt of a pig. I'm gonna go get me some fried chicken. Is my mind gonna get back muffled? Am I gonna be back in turmoil in my body? So it's an everyday fight. And Job really was fighting. He's fighting in the spirit. He's confused. He lost it all. Like, he lost it all. But that's the reality of life. I'm hollering at y'all. But I just want you to be encouraged, because trouble don't last always. Like, it get bad bad, but it's gonna get better. It get worse, but it's gonna get better. Especially if you positioning yourself. Like, don't be listening to everybody. Do your own research. Find out what works for you. Find out what works for you. Find out what works for your body. Find out what works for your home. Find out what works for your family. And don't be worried about what other people talking about. You ain't trying to live to please other people. And if you is, you need to fix that immediately, because you gonna have problems. Because ain't nobody pleased. So just do you regardless. Regardless. Read your Bible. Eat your healthy foods, like the healthy foods. No meat. Don't eat none of that meat. Don't eat none of that juice. Don't eat none of them processed foods. Don't eat none of no box. Don't eat none of the middle aisles in the grocery store. We ain't eat none of that. Stay on the outer end of the grocery store. Stay in the produce section. I love you. You have an awesome day. Y'all be encouraged. Y'all chase your dreams. Like I said, I'm gonna start hitting on a few topics. We just getting into this now. We just trying to get to know each other. Welcome to my little video. And woo! Here we go. Yeah. Bye.